Many of a labyrinth's guests enjoyed the brief sense of adventure that it afforded. Over the years, however, it would be usurped by the ever-increasing thrills of new attractions. Such is the way of all trends, the curse of fads. The new must give way to the newer. On the other hand, the House of Mirrors was a time-honored, beloved staple. Even within the confines of a classroom's dimensions, well-placed mirrors and well-directed light could both perplex and delight its visitors. And figuring in the cost of maintenance, a well-designed House of Mirrors could far outlive its labyrinth brethren. Even if both types faded into obscurity, they would remain a staple of what constituted an amusement park. However, literally no amusement park I've ever been to has had a House of Mirrors. Ever.
I've seen small ones at, like, county fair kind of things.
That didn't mean that combining them would produce double the fun.
Yeah.
I had a feeling. Together, they transformed from entertainment into an uncanny realm from which those who dared to step within could never leave. In a similar sense, Kitsy's Mystery Tour Castle was the park's very own otherworld. Indeed, 5% of visitors ended up requesting staff assistance to get out.
Wow.
Then the staff got lost trying to get to them.
Yeah.
And then they were all lost together, and they needed more staff to come in until they formed a chain, all holding hands from the entrance to wherever the people who were lost were. And then they just pulled them back.
Yeah. Yeah, just bring a rope when you walk in, you know?
Alright. Trail of breadcrumbs. Modeled after European castles, it was greater than a football field in length, and the interior was further split into 3 floors.
What? 3 floors of mirrors?
And the ceiling, and the floor and ceiling were also mirrors.
Yeah.
2 floors above ground and 1 below, lined with mirrors from top to bottom, equal parts complex and vast. The maze demanded at least 30 minutes, even from veterans. One visit was all it took to be struck by catastrophophobia. Catastrophophobia. For hours. It was this labyrinth that now stood in Sojiro's way.
Fun fact. I actually went to a art museum that had a mirror room where there were mirrors on every side, including the ceiling and the floor. It is super disorienting. It's like every single dimension stretches into infinity and it throws you off really badly.
I feel like the recently renamed local art place used to have one of those.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. In that case, I've been to the same room.
Yes.
It's very trippy.
Yeah.
Also, what the hell is catastrophophobia?
About to look that up.
Yeah,
Catrop. Cat.
Wait, no, it's It's not catoptrophobia, not catroptrophobia.
Oh, here we go. Abnormal, irrational fear of mirrors.
Oh.
Huh.
Alright. That tracks.
That makes a lot of sense. I wouldn't call that irrational, actually, if you're surrounded and trapped by mirrors.
Yeah, exactly, right? I mean, the really irrational one is anatideophobia.
Which one's that?
The irrational fear that somewhere, somehow, a duck is watching you.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty weird. Well, yeah, Aoko also took the chain off, so...
It seemed that Sojiro, unaware of what a House of Mirrors even was, concerned himself only with its lighting.
Oh, yeah, he's not really thinking about getting stuck in here, huh?
He checked the letter from Aoko once more. The letter read, "I'll be waiting in the first floor lobby of the House of Mirrors." That meeting place was definitely in here. There was something to see by, at least, so he could just make out light faintly through the open doors. Putting aside his suspicions, he headed toward the entrance. The sound of his steps against the brick-laid path echoed faintly. He was far from the hustle and bustle of the city. The park's clocks no longer made tick nor tock, and the winter's bite no longer blew in the night.
Okay.
We closed the theme park, so weather doesn't apply here anymore.
Oh, let's see, yeah, I don't know.
From within the silence, the stillness that would cause any onlooker to hold their breath.
Oh, it's because you went inside the House of Mirrors already?
Maybe. Sojiro stopped... Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Sojiro stopped abruptly at the entrance to the House of Mirrors.
ところで青崎、
Oh, nice
そんなとこ
casual
ろで何し
clothes.
てるんだ
He called out, turning back toward the plaza.
What?
I thought we were meeting inside, Ozaki. What are you doing over there? A sound rang out as if someone had dove behind a garbage can and it fell to the ground in their haste. A short silence ensued. For a moment, the abandoned park returned to its previous hush. Resigned to her having been exposed, the girl appeared from her hiding place, covered in the garbage of the trash can that had fallen over when she dove behind it.
Well.
Oh, nice boots.
Oh, it's that outfit.
God, you look so much more like Rin in that outfit than in anything else. It's incredible. His voice died in his throat as he took in the sight of the girl's familiar face and unfamiliar attire. This Aoko with her long hair flowing in the breeze was different from the Aoko that Sojiro knew. The resolute stance and posture she took exuded the strength of her will. She stared directly at him with a sharp-eyed, piercing gaze. Her eyes were glowing with a dim, phosphoric light, enough to give Sojiro pause that he might be hallucinating. An icy coldness and a girl's strength. Sojiro lacked a sense of danger, but the sense of imbalance caused even him to feel the malice in the air. It was as though the Yuki-onna spirit of folklore that had climbed out from a ghost story and appeared here in reality.
青崎
Oh.
Instinctively, Sojiro took a step back.
Oh.
Surprised, he was starting to feel concerned.
Just an instinct, huh?
An unpleasant premonition rose to the surface, bringing with it a sense of anxiety. A spike of this...
In spite of
this, he felt obligated, or obliged even, to honor urban etiquette by seeing if she was alright.
As opposed to in the mountain where he would just run because he sensed something was weird.
Well, the first rule of the city, everyone always asks each other if they're okay, even though they don't give a shit.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean...
Huh.
It's true. I mean, think of every interaction you ever have at work. It's like, oh, hey, how are you?
Yeah.
You don't give a fuck.
That's even a comedic bit. Like, you're not supposed to say anything but fine.
Yeah, I'm good.
Because nobody cares.
Yeah, I'm good. You?
You don't actually tell anybody how you're doing.
And that's a thing that, like, a lot of foreigners get wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Like, a lot of exchange students and stuff, when they come to the States. And in fact, I saw this firsthand with a foreign exchange student that my sister knew, that it was in her class for a while in high school. Because in Europe, a lot of times when you ask that question, you're not asking unless you genuinely kind of actually care.
Oh.
So this poor German, people would ask, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" And he'd be like, "Oh." You start, like, telling them the story, and, like, they clearly just didn't give a shit. It was like, oh, God, I didn't sign up for this.
Yeah. Oh. I guess Japan is more like us in that sense.
その顔を見るに何かあったのかと一応聞いておくんだけど
Am I interrupting something?
Am I off base on this, or are you upset for some reason? Why do you always ask me that? Dude, those boots, though.
Yeah. Nice.
Without acknowledging him, Aoko took a step forward. I feel like having them go above your knees is going to make difficult moving.
If they're roomy enough.
Her figure, this atmosphere, Sojiro found himself recalling a recent memory. His twisted and knotted apprehension melted away and was replaced with a growing realization. Oh shit, that green lady from the pachinko parlor was totally harmless. The girl before him was very similar to someone he had seen before, that night in the park, though he'd only seen her from behind. With increasing certainty causing him to swallow nervously, he noted that they might as well have been identical.
何をしていたかって話なら見ての通りよ。
You're waiting for me at an abandoned amusement park?
ここで獲物が通り過ぎるのを待ってたの。 あなたが入ってから私も入って逃げ道をなくすつもりだったから。
Maybe you should have had Alice be the one waiting outside, just saying.
Or you should have been further away, but...
Aoko said, perturbed by the swift change in plans.
そうか。待ち合わせ場所は。
Oh, thank God, I got the right place!
Guy! Wow!
Sojiro was mightily relieved he'd not got the wrong place. It was unclear whether he felt confident about dealing with what was to come, or if he had simply failed to grasp the hopelessness of the situation. Aoko ignored his obtuse response and continued.
私はね、しずきくん。嫌いな人とか、憎い人とかは人並みにいるんだ。ただ、
Okay.
ちょっと変なのが敵になるやつの条件でね。
I never get to kill people like Tobimaru.
I
I
know.
wish I did, but unfortunately, it's always people that aren't on my kill list.
Right.
Cold emotion burned in her eyes. Her feet had already moved one step closer to Sojiro. Sojiro's sense of foreboding was growing stronger. Wondering if what he sensed was bloodlust, he retreated another step. Continuing as so, they maintained a distance of just 15 feet.
昔から私は嫌いな相手でも敵と思ったことはなかったの。でも逆に好きな相手を敵だと思うこともあった。理由は単純。
Okay. Oh.
Save. Hold on, what was the button for... Oops.
Button for...
What's the button for... Oh, there it is. There must be one, right? Confirm, cancel system menu, backlog, mode panel.
To take away the text box?
Yeah.
Is
there not?
System menu backlog.
That's text.
Left stick. Can you click the sticks maybe?
Oh, it's just a...
Like...
Well, that's annoying.
There...
That's extremely annoying.
It's a great picture, but yeah.
I would very much like to get the damn text off of the screen right now.
Okay, options is quick save. What is start?
Start is options.
Start is options.
The other button that used to be select is literally just the take a screenshot button now.
Okay. Check on mouse controls. Do they even have the option?
No.
Oh, move mouse cursor to bottom edge of screen to close message window.
Well, that doesn't help. We don't have a mouse.
Something about the bottom of the screen, though.
But we can't do that. We don't have a mouse.
I know. I'm trying to think of what... Can you use the touchpad, maybe?
I tried that, actually.
Oh. L3 and R3?
Can I...
Oh, click the left stick in, then swipe down? Yeah, I know.
No. What about... Oh!
Oh!
Okay, I can just cancel the text.
Oh, nice.
Thank God.
Oh, good.
That is a...
That is a lovely shot.
Just gonna... What? No, I don't want to share it anywhere. I just want the screenshot. Thank you.
Thank you.
When did that become a whole menu? It used to literally just you press the button and it took the screenshot
Switch,
and saved it to the console.
Press screenshot.
That's how it used to be on here. Because I've still got one from like right after one of the SAO games came out where they forgot to format the text of a text box properly, and it was like, hello, player dot and player name at whatever, when it was supposed to say Kirito.
Oh, man. Oh, there we go, okay.
She held out her right arm. The light about her was no illusion.
当たり前のことだけど。私は私の感情を乱すやつが敵なのよ。
Her arm moved again. It was instantaneous. Something shot past Sojiro in the blink of an eye, missing him by just a foot to his left. You really need to work on your aim, Aoko.
Yeah. Yeah, now he's a little scared.
Before his eyes, a blue light, something akin to a fireball, had ignited from nothing. He finally understood what was happening.
Yeah, that's not helping your case.
She ignored his dim-witted reaction. Son of a bitch, I need to work on my aim.
Well, it is dark.
Aoko muttered to herself. The fist-sized hole the blue light had made in the House of Mirrors crackled and smoldered. A shot like that could easily cave in a human skull in addition to burning it to a crisp.
If it hits. Is she not here to see that?
Apart from the second chance that you're currently receiving because I missed. Sojiro backed away swiftly. Things were beyond incomprehensible. He was close to losing the ability to think at all. All he could make out was the figure of the dependable student council president, or at least what he had thought was the president, and the memories of the park that night 2 days ago. He'd never experienced anything like this, though most people living in a civilized country would have never seen anything like it either.
Right.
A lethal weapon that could kill with nothing more than the pull of a finger had a way of suspending the ability of its target to determine between not just good and evil, but dreams and reality, past and future, mind and matter. And the more peaceful someone's life had been, the stronger that suspension was likely to be. All that one could think about was the fact that they were alive at that very moment. It was as if he was an unwritten character on a blank piece of white paper. There was no before, there was no after. There was only what came next. This was a very common thought process for anyone staring down the barrel of a gun.
Yeah, he's a bit speechless.
By saying it was pointless, she made it sound more like she would not listen to what he had to say. However, Sojiro was in such a state of shock that it didn't even enter his mind to speak up. All he knew, for reasons unknown, was that the girl in front of him wanted him dead. And on that perfectly timed cliffhanger, we're at time!
We are. So, yeah, this went about as well as we thought it would go. How is Sojiro gonna get out of this one?
Is he going to get out of this one?
Probably.
I don't know. I could see a world in which, like, somehow he does end up dying here, and then for some reason she ends up finding out it's like a bad idea, and we need to do time travel shenanigans to unkill him or something.
Well, they brought up the stuff around his neck, so there is a slight possibility that we're gonna find out, you know.
Turns out he's a mage!
Or, no, like, he has an ability that he may not even know about or something. Like, he was attacked by a vampire in the mountains and he can come back from the dead once or twice.
Or he's like a werewolf or something, or...
Yeah, maybe. Some mark under there. So he might actually survive a fatal hit.
People die when they're killed.
Except when they don't.
Except for when they don't, which is unfortunately rather frequent in Type Moon.
Yeah, you know. So, either they get interrupted, or I kind of think Sojiro is going to take a really bad hit.
At
somehow
the very
survive.
least, a really bad hit.
Yeah, like, I kind of feel like he's somehow going to survive getting killed
like,
here.
Definitely no way he gets written out of the story here, because that just...
What else would they do?
It doesn't feel like the build-up to him would have been worth the time they spent doing it if he was just going to die here suddenly.
Yeah, but I don't know what exactly is going to save him from this, so...
Some kind of Deus Ex
Yeah.
Machina bullshit, most likely.
Yeah, could be. Maybe Hanazawa will interrupt. I don't know.
Hanazawa.
Oh, it's the only name we got at the moment.
In all of the air quotes.
Yes. Well.
Just so many air quotes.
Well, there's characters we're waiting on to see what they do. Plus, there's the mysterious people Aoko and Alice were fighting before, who might not be able to resist showing up and messing things up for her.
Yeah, they could yet ruin this somehow.
Yep, so we're gonna find out next time what happens, and until then, we'll catch you later.